Hey, we're back. And guess what's happening? It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm not even close to finished. So my idea to get 3 major projects done today isn't going to happen. But I do have a door on. I just need to tweak it so it shuts. It looks kind of cute. I had to cut that door down, which felt sad, but now that it's there, I like it. I think it looks really good. Priority is get the 2 ends on so we can get the plastic on. So the way I've done it is I've run boards all around the base of the whole thing, and they're kind of so thicker ones because they're heavy. They're going to have the plastic anchored to them. Each end has a flat board along the bottom so I can build the door frame on it, and there's also a flat board that just runs across the middle just to keep it all pulled in, the 2 sides pulled in tight. I haven't even started on this end because I don't have a door. I need to get a door for this one. So I can't really build it until I've got that. But I'm starting to power down. And I didn't really want to have to pack up all these tools and then get them out again on Monday. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I won't be working on it tomorrow. Hey, you know what I was thinking would be really cute though? On these 2 bottom pieces on each side, and I probably should have put them at the same height, they're kind of close. What if I do like boards, make it cute, and then it'll just have the plastic on that top bit? Or do I just stretch the plastic around the whole thing and make it easy on myself? Yeah, I just answered my own question. I want it to be cute, but I also need it to be easy to take on and off every season. And I've also got to problem solve this little bit here. This section here, I really would like to find something bendable that goes across there, but it needs to be pretty thick. So I might go exploring it. I'll measure that up later and go exploring at Bunnings. See if I can find something, because it'd be much easier if the plastic can just go around all on the same angle. It'll just look much nicer on the ends. Good morning. It's very early. It's 10 to 7. I actually got out here at 6:30 because I have orders to get done fairly early this morning. So this is one. This is just being delivered locally for a death. It sounds like an abrupt way to say it. I can't think how else to say that. I've got an order to do now. So this is pretty much the colours for them. Then I've got a foam wreath and a compostable wreath to get done for Anzac Day. So what I thought I'd do is just run the video, and if I need to say something, I'll just voice over it because I'm watching YouTube. finished. So it took me 2.5 hours. I'll show you what I've got. I need to take this down to a friend at the cemetery and I'm getting a photo while I'm there. This is for the business. This is a delivery in Yak this morning. I've got to go take that now. And these are the 2 wreaths. The floral foam one, so it can have more delicate flowers because they're going to stay fresh because they've got a moisture source. And then this is the compostable wreaths, but the whole thing's compostable, and they just wanted a little bouquet for the cemetery as well. Tomorrow morning is Tuesday and it's Anzac Day, and the reason I'm doing all these flowers today, which is early Monday morning, is because Anzac Day actually starts really early. It starts at dawn, so those who go down to the service will be there before the sun comes up, so usually we'll get there around 5:30 a.m. Tomorrow it might be a bit earlier, I'll just have to check. And we just stand and wait for the sun to rise. Stuff like this always makes me choke up. It was such a sad thing. Around that time is when the troops in Gallipoli were approaching the Gallipoli coast, I think, and also soldiers would kind of stand guard at sunrise because that's when they were likely to have enemy attack. So you'll see a soldier standing guard to signify that. And in Yak, we actually have people on horses as well, because horses were part of the military. And then someone will play the bugle and play the last post, which was generally played at the end of the day. I don't know if they still do that in the army to signify the end of the day's activities, but it's also used to honour somebody, like their last day, you know, to signify their rest. So that's a tribute to those who have fallen.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left so old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
Hi, I'm back. I have some mail. We're going to open it now. Some of you lovelies have sent me some mail. Thank you. It's very exciting. Now, first one's first. This is from Diane Cotton. Thank you very much. She sent us some allium bulbs. I've got to get them in today. Very chuffed about this because we want to put alliums in, but each season so far we just haven't had a chance to do it, and we don't want to spend any money this season, so not after everything that happened. So that is awesome. Thank you so much. This is a clue for that sponsored video that's coming up. So the item has arrived. So this might knock out some of those other guesses that you made. And I won't get to work on this now until after Mother's Day because we're going to be too busy. The company know that. So stay tuned on that one. Hopefully you didn't just see the label on the top of that. This one is from Celia. She has a cute little vintage store up in Queensland. And I believe she rang me and asked me if she could send this. Pretty sure it's seeds. Let's have a look. Oh, borage. Borage. The ornamental kale fringed mix. This is the one we did last year. Rottnest Island Daisy. I don't know what that looks like. I will pop it on the screen to show you. Oh, nasturtiums. I love nasturtiums so much. Nasturtium blue pepper. I don't know what this is, but we have a quince tree, like an old-fashioned quince tree, and this on here says bonsai. So is this seeds to grow quince trees that you use for bonsai? Because I'm turning 40 this year, and one of the things that, well, Mona and I are both turning 40, and something we want to do is learn bonsai, and we probably should have done it 20 years ago, but better late than never. So that's very interesting if that's what this is. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know how to say this, but I'll give it a go. Schizanthus? I don't know. I did try to grow this once. Monkey flower. I was going to say, what's a money flower? Can you see how small those little seeds are? Look. Whatever that is, you're seeing it before I am. Well, not really, because I had to look up the pictures while I was editing, but do you know what I mean? We're pretending I'm opening this in real time and we're doing it together, but we're not. Bronze fennel. Don't know what that looks like either. Okay, now there's a whole heap of little things here from Wendy's Garden. Carnation. Oops. So there's carnations. Irish bells. Would that be bells of Ireland? Because they kind of look like that. Wendy's Garden lithops. They're like the most miniature seeds I've ever seen. Passiflora fotida. I don't know what that is, but you'll be seeing it on the screen, so don't panic. Oh, kangaroo paw. Cleome. Mixed giants. I don't know what that is. Oh, marigold. African giant. We grow that one. Something. I think. So it says something coals. I can't read it. The coals is probably got something to do with, you know, the little Legos that we make that we've been collecting, and some of you sent us some of those little Lego packets from one of the supermarkets here called Woolies. So every now and again Coles does a similar sort of thing, but they do it with seeds. So you get these little packets of seeds. The only problem with it is they're not all seasonal and people don't realise, so they plant things and they don't grow because it's the wrong season. Or they grow them all on their windowsill, and a lot of these things aren't going to grow on a windowsill. So that's the only problem with the Coles one. They didn't have very detailed instructions, but I think that might be one of those. Oh, geranium. I love geraniums. African marigolds. Red and green kangaroo paw. Kangaroo paw's going to be good. Geranium summer snow. I don't know what that is either. How pretty. Cool. Thank you so much, Celia. That's exciting. How exciting to get seeds. Now, this one is from Wendy. So she's over in the US. If I could open it. This is very well packaged, Wendy. I'm also conscious of the fact my scissors are really, really sharp. And I dropped a knife on my hand yesterday and cut my hand. Luckily missed my foot. But yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm capable of, so we have to be careful. Oh, lucky I didn't cut into that too hard because this is a book. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. And a letter. This is so pretty. Even inside the cover is pretty. I haven't even looked at a page yet. Oh, look at the ivy. I'm a foliage lover. This is really beautiful. Thank you so much, Wendy. A bouquet for warnings. I could send this to some people. This bouquet is useful for warning someone you distrust or indicating that trouble is on the horizon. Who would have thought flowers were so much drama? Well, this will be interesting. I have an announcement coming up soon. I'm going to do a live soon because I need some more real-time input on this decision because I think I'm going to change the channel name. Do you know something I'd really like to do, and this book reminds me of it? I'd like to do watercolour and watercolour flowers. The live will be after Mother's Day, so not the exact week after Mother's Day. I highly doubt I'll be up for that, but you don't know. I don't know. It'll pop up on my channel at least a few days before so you know when it's going to happen. Something else I get asked a little bit is, what is my address? And the reason I don't have it up listed on the YouTube channel is because it's actually a post office box and it's in Yakandanda, and we're about 8k away from that post office box. So if I were to suddenly get a whole heap of mail or sort of time sensitive mail, it could sit there for over a week if I didn't know it was coming. And if it was something like those allium bulbs, they probably would rot before I went and checked the mail. So that's one reason. The other reason is I'm trying not to be a hoarder. I don't know how to say this politely, but we're trying to be more minimalist. Anyway, see ya. She's done. I think that took about 2.5 days all up. That took a long time. But the method I used to attach that plastic so that I can pull it off in the warm season, put the shade cloth on, is the one used by Bree over at Regenerative Gardening. So I'll link that below so you can have a look, and I think it's going to work really well. Just a bit time consuming to set up the framing for it. I did my end frames a little bit different, but same idea with the board across the bottom and then these pieces here to brace the plastic on. So the idea is in the summer we will unscrew all of the boards across there and take that outer door frame off, and then that will loosen the plastic. Oh, and there's some little bits along the bottom here. That will loosen the plastic, and then we can switch it over to shade cloth. Right now it feels like a lot of work to change it to shade cloth, but it won't be. The thing that took me a lot of time was setting up the framework for it. Next job, I need to come in here, get all the really important cool flower seeds finished off. That's going to have to be in another video. See you next time.